What is a UPS? UPS operations and maintenance. UPS stands for Uninterruptible Power Supply. The purpose of a UPS is to provide emergency power, usually by a lead or acid battery, to a load when it senses that the input power source has failed. They are different from emergency power systems or standby generators because they provide near instantaneous protection from power interruption by using a battery, which can be a supercapacitor or flywheel. The battery itself usually has a short runtime, about 5 to 20 minutes, but it should be enough to either save all that precious data or progress that you have made, gracefully shut everything down, or fix the problem that caused the outage. Why is it important? A UPS gives protection against power-related damages during events like power outages and voltage fluctuations. It protects electronic devices from such damage by providing a clean and stable power supply. One of the benefits of a UPS is that it increases the reliability of electronic devices. This is particularly important for mission-critical equipment like servers, data centers, medical equipment, ATMs, and telecommunications systems. UPS is one of the most critical systems in any organization and can be considered the backbone of a building's power system. Without a backup power supply, organizations would be exposed to blackouts and brownouts that could cause damages worth millions. Types of uninterruptible power supplies. 1. Offline or standby uninterruptible power supply. 2. Line interactive uninterruptible power supply. 3. Online or double conversion uninterruptible power supply. The offline or standby UPS is the most basic out of the three. It provides light surge protection and battery backup. During normal operations, it gets its power from its main power source, generally an AC outlet. Once it senses that the main power source goes beyond acceptable limits or fails, it switches to the offline or standby battery where it will then go to the DC or AC inverter. As such, there will be a small transfer time between the main power source and battery. Offline or standby UPS is the most basic, and they are good for applications like residential lightings, fans, etc. The line interactive UPS has a similar design to the offline or standby, but with properties of an online/double conversion as well. The line interactive design can handle small undervoltages and overvoltages, about 20% from its standard voltage, by using a multi-tap variable voltage auto transformer or buck boost converter. Even during these small under or over voltages, the battery is not being used and is still being charged until there is a big under/over voltage. Line interactive UPS would be suitable for light sag and surges, plus it has lower electric consumption. If you want a reliable, efficient, and cost-effective UPS, the line interactive is the way to go. For example, some special loads in manufacturing processes or other applications. 3. Online or double conversion uninterruptible power supply. The online or double conversion UPS differs from the offline or standby as the DC or AC inverter is always connected on. This means there will be no transfer time between the main power source and battery, providing greater protection against spikes, sags, electrical noise, and complete power failure. Online UPS is the most reliable and offers the best protection, making them ideal for motor applications or situations where you can't afford any transfer time. Best uses are for software, corporate companies' computers, servers, data centers, or intensive care units. To ensure a healthy UPS system, you need to check the incoming and outgoing circuit breakers, which serve as protection against overloads and shorts. This includes visually inspecting the breakers, any malfunctioning, current, voltage checks, fire suppression systems, etc. Installing a building management or monitoring system. A monitoring system will leverage technology to monitor your equipment, technology, and power systems. It will give you a heads up of any potential problems that may lead to a power dropout, power surge, or power failure. Daily basis UPS operation and maintenance. UPS maintenance plays a critical role in keeping your business operations running smoothly. Neglecting it can lead to disastrous consequences such as system failure, data loss, and costly downtime, resulting in substantial financial losses. Regular UPS system maintenance is essential to prevent such situations. Special note: 1. During electricity board or diesel generator power changeover, it's crucial for the technical team to physically check both the input and output power supplies of the UPS. This ensures a smooth and safe transition and verifies the UPS is functioning correctly. 2. Dedicated alarm or BMS to be connected to UPS to monitor sudden power supply failure. Bridge rectifier circuit. In an uninterruptible power supply, UPS, the bridge rectifier circuit is typically located as the first stage, following the input AC power and before the power filtering and DC to DC conversion stages. Its main function is to convert the alternating current, AC, input from the mains into direct current, DC, which is then used to charge the UPS battery and power the load. Why are UPS batteries important? A UPS battery is integral to your uninterruptible power system, storing power, delivering backup power, and protecting electronic equipment. To deliver the needed backup times, the battery must be efficient and reliable and maintain a high level of performance day after day for years to come. What is battery backup time? Battery backup time is the period for which an inverter can run the connected appliances during a power outage. There are two major factors on which it depends. The battery capacity, AH. Power consumption of connected devices running on inverter during power cut. How to calculate the inverter battery backup time? Inverter battery backup time could be calculated using this simple formula. Backup time, in hours, equals battery capacity, A, into input voltage, V, into efficiency/total load, W. In this formula, battery capacity is the ampere-hour rating of the battery, e.g. 150 Ah, 200 Ah. Battery voltage, which is usually 12 V for a single lead-acid battery. Efficiency, that is typically around 95%, 0.95, for most of the inverters, and total load is the total wattage of appliances connected to the inverter. How long do UPS batteries last? Batteries are temporary energy storage banks. They cannot create energy but can store what is input from a charge source. The time it takes to deplete its charge from full to empty is called the runtime. If a specific battery is specified as 100 watt-hour, it means that the battery will support 100 watts for 1 hour. If you load it to 50 watts, it will last 2 hours, 100/50 equals 2, the charge delivered by the charger will be the same as the charge delivered to the load with a small error due to losses in electronics and wires. Note: technical team must know total connected load and battery backup hours on full load always. What are the main types of UPS batteries? There are 3 primary types of UPS batteries, and each comes with a different price point, life expectancy, and maintenance requirements. Balancing these 3 factors helps data center managers determine the best UPS battery type for their specific business requirements. 1 lead-acid UPS batteries, 2 nickel-cadmium UPS batteries, 3 lithium-ion UPS batteries. Lead-acid UPS batteries are a proven, reliable, and cost-effective choice for UPS systems. They offer a large amount of storage for a reasonable cost. However, they are heavier, typically require more maintenance, and have a shorter useful life than other newer types of UPS battery technologies. Lead-acid UPS batteries come in two types. 1. Valve-regulated lead-acid, VRLA, UPS batteries. VLRA UPS batteries are also known as sealed batteries. They are typically sealed with polypropylene plastic to prevent any leakage of the battery acid. They also contain a valve that releases the gas pressure inside the battery when it rises too high. VRLA UPS batteries generally have a service life of about 5 years. They can be hot swappable and user replaceable, which helps to simplify maintenance. 2. Vented lead-acid, VLA, UPS batteries. Often referred to as flooded batteries, VLA UPS batteries are extremely reliable and typically offer a much longer life than their VRLA counterparts. However, they present some safety concerns and they need to be housed in a separate battery room away from other IT equipment, which can make them difficult to use in some environments. 2. Nickel-cadmium, NiCad, UPS batteries. NiCad batteries are a good choice for UPS applications in locations with very high ambient temperatures. They have a 20-year design life and are extremely tolerant of deep discharges. The downside is the price point. NiCad batteries are expensive. They also contain toxic materials, which presents some safety concerns and complicates the disposal and recycling process. 3. Lithium-ion UPS batteries. Lithium-ion UPS batteries represent one of the newest UPS battery technologies with several advantages. The initial price point is higher, but the total cost of ownership is often lower because the lithium-ion batteries have at least double the service life of VRLA batteries. They can operate at higher temperatures and require less cooling, and they have reduced maintenance requirements. Lithium-ion batteries are also smaller, lighter, and have faster recharge times for longer runtime. These batteries come with built-in monitoring capabilities for keeping tabs on battery health, making them a highly reliable choice for preventing downtime. How long does it take for the UPS batteries to recharge? On average, it takes 10 times the discharge time for the UPS batteries to recover. A 30-minute battery discharge requires about 300 minutes to recharge. After each power outage, the recharge process begins immediately. It's important to note that the load is fully protected while the batteries are recharging, but if the batteries are needed during that time, the holdover time available will be less than it would have been if the batteries were fully charged. How often do I need to change my UPS battery? The lifespan of a UPS battery varies depending on the make and model of the battery, but most batteries generally need to be replaced every 3 to 5 years for standard life or 7 to 10 years for long life. The design life is how long a battery might last in optimum conditions, and the service life of a battery is more indicative of real use of a battery, though this still requires temperature controlled to 20 degrees Celsius and the not allowing the battery to deep discharge. A UPS battery operating in an ambient temperature of 30 degrees Celsius would halve the lifespan of the battery. Keeping batteries cooler is often more economical than replacing them prematurely. Some of the key points in a UPS operation and maintenance checklist. Log maintenance activities. Record a detailed daily hourly basis reading. Ensure all parameters are working on display board and record all maintenance activities performed on your UPS. Inspecting. Check the voltage and current of UPS input and output. Check the UPS cooling fans. Visually inspect the UPS casing enclosures for loose connections, burned insulation, or other signs of wear. Check for any fault alarms. Check for any abnormal noise from the UPS. Ensure cleanliness of equipment and surrounding area. Temperature. Maintain the UPS environment within the optimal temperature and humidity ranges. Battery testing. Test batteries periodically to assess their health and remaining capacity. Consider replacing batteries nearing the end of their lifespan. Check the load, battery backup time, terminals, specific gravity, visual inspection, regularly check for dust buildup, signs of physical damage, and loose connections or overheating in cables. Test all the alarm functions and indicator lights to confirm whether critical alerts will be triggered properly. Planning preventative UPS maintenance. The regular maintenance of the UPS batteries will avoid emergency callouts to fix the unit when it should be supporting the critical systems. Furthermore, regular maintenance will increase the longevity of the units, therefore, increasing the time between further capital investment. Checking UPS incoming and outgoing circuit breakers' healthy condition and voltage during the PPM schedule. Leaders in critical technical facilities management. 25 years of experience. Highly skilled and trained technician and engineers. ISO 9001, OSIS 45001, EMS 14001 certified. Member of U.S. Green Building Council. Pan-India and international presence. The UPS unit in your building is a very important part of supporting your critical systems. Your business continuity secured with AMPS. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video and thank you for partnering and trusting us as your preferred integrated facilities management partner. Call us today. For business inquiries India and UAE, please subscribe now. This video is educational purpose copyrighted material.